Okay, good evening everyone. So today I will take your fluid mechanics class. Okay. So कल जिधर तक लास्ट वीक जिधर तक खत्म किया था वहीं से स्टार्ट करेंगे. Okay. So I hope all you have done the velocity triangles by your hand. Okay. So let us start the remaining portion of the jet flow and the equations we are dealing with the last day, and we have got some several equations for several conditions. Now we will see. So last day all we have seen this thing. Now last day I have completed up to this portion. Okay, so ये जो डायग्राम था, ये डायग्राम तक हम खत्म किए थे. और डायग्राम को जो V1 है, VF1 है, VW1 है, U1 है, अल्फा है, ये सब मैं लास्ट डे बोल चुका हूँ. ठीक है, ये सब क्या है. So I think you are well aware of this. This is the velocity of the jet. This is the velocity of the blade. This is the horizontal component, vertical component, relative velocity, and this is the velocity triangle at the outlet. It is a velocity triangle at the inlet. So I hope all you have done these two velocity triangles by your hand. अगर ये नहीं करोगे तो जो फॉर्मूला और जो इक्वेशन आज करेंगे वो समझ में नहीं आएगा. ठीक है. So let me tell you one again the recapitulation of these things, that this angle is the inlet blade angle, beta is the outlet blade angle, this is the inlet vane angle, this is the outlet vane angle. Okay, where u is the u1 is the velocity of this blade on this tip, and u2 is the velocity of the blade on this tip. Okay, and this vf2 is the vertical component v2, and vw2 is the horizontal component of v2, and vr2 is the relative velocity of v2 and u2. Similarly, vr1 is the relative velocity of v1 and u1. Okay, now with the help of these two velocity triangles, we will see the what will be the equations of the work done per kg of the water, per kg of the liquid. Okay, so let us move on to the next slide. So I have drawn the velocity triangles separately. So this is the velocity triangle at the inlet, and this one is the velocity triangle at the outlet. Okay, now same things. So I have shown what is the vr1 cos theta. vr1 cos theta मतलब ये जो इधर तक जो इतना है इसको कहते हैं vr1 cos theta, मतलब relative velocity का horizontal component, और relative velocity का जो vertical component है which will be same as the vf1. So same thing happens over here. Now outlet velocity. And what is vw1, it will be v1, it is not vw1, it is v1 cos alpha, it is v1 cos alpha, and similarly it will be v2 sin alpha, v1 sin alpha. So vw1 is equal to v1 cos alpha, मतलब vw1 जो है ये v1 cos alpha है, v1 का horizontal component है, और v1 जो है वो है this v1 का vertical component. Okay, so similarly we have done the same triangle, velocity triangle at the outlet, and we have got that vw2 is equal to v2 cos beta. Beta is the blade angle, and vf2 is equal to v2 sin beta. Okay, it's a vertical component. Now for the first case we will consider the vane is smooth. First case we will consider the vane is smooth. So if the vane is smooth, that means these two condition will be applied. मतलब जो इनलेट टिप वेलोसिटी है वही होगा आउटलेट टिप वेलोसिटी, which is the blade velocity, and जो relative velocity at the inlet it will be same as the relative velocity of the outlet. Okay, now we will find out, our main aim is to find out the work done per unit kg. Okay, so to find out the work done, we'll first find out what will be the force exerted by the jet to the blade in the x direction. That means the directions of the movement. मतलब इस direction पे कितना force exert कर रहा है ये jet, that you will see. Okay. So what will be effects? So as per the Newton's second law, Newton's second law हम लोगों को पता है कि Newton's second law है कि F is equal to rate of change of momentum, m into del v if the mass of the two velocities are same by t. It is the Newton's second law of motion. तो Newton's second law of motion से हम लोगों को पता चलता है F is equal to m del v by t. So if you consider this as a term, that is the mass flow rate, as there is a jet, मतलब jet है, मतलब mass flow कर रहा है with respect to time. हम लोग टोटल मास नहीं कैलकुलेट कर सकते क्योंकि इट इज टाइम बेसिस पे है. सो वी विल कंसीडर द मास फ्लो रेट और द वॉल्यूम फ्लो रेट. ठीक है, और मास का वॉल्यूम के साथ जो रिलेशन है वो है कंटिन्यूटी इक्वेशन. ऑलरेडी आई हैव टेकन द क्लासेस ऑन कंटिन्यूटी इक्वेशन. ओके, सो F is equal to m by t into del v, मतलब mass flow rate multiplied by changes in the velocities. Okay, so if it is x, then it will be the mass flow rate multiplied by the initial velocity of the jet in the direction of the motion, that means in the x directions, and the final velocity of the jet in the directions of the motion, that is the in the direction of x. Okay, so this has been written: the mass of the water striking per second multiplied by the changes in the velocity, that means the initial velocity along the x directions minus the final velocity along the x directions. Okay, now what will be the initial velocity along the x directions and what will be the final velocity along the x directions? Okay, so let us move on to the previous picture again. Okay, so I am erasing other. Now if we take the two axes like this, this one is y and this one is x, मतलब हम लोगों को चाहिए क्या क्या जो चेंजेस इन द वेलोसिटी है विद रिस्पेक्ट टू द एक्स डायरेक्शन, मतलब एक्स डायरेक्शन पे कितना वेलोसिटी चेंजेस है. ओके, सो इट विल बी इनिशियल वेलोसिटी इन द एक्स डायरेक्शन माइनस द फाइनल वेलोसिटी इन द एक्स डायरेक्शन. ओके, so initial velocity क्या है? So look at over there, though the jet velocity is v1, but still this blade is moving. This blade is moving along the x directions and it has a velocity of u1 at the inlet. That means ये v1 है jet का velocity, but u1 है. At the same time, the blade is also moving. That only indicates that the velocity whatever we will take, it will be the relative velocity. मतलब for these cases we will consider the relative velocity. मतलब जो रिलेटिव वेलोसिटी है, मतलब जो जेट अंदर घुस रहा है ब्लेड पे, जो जो इंपिंज कर रहा है फोर्स, जो फोर्स इंपिंज कर रहा है वो है द रिलेटिव वेलोसिटी एट द इनलेट, एंड जो बाहर जा रहा है सिमिलरली इट विल बी द रिलेटिव वेलोसिटी एट द आउटलेट. दैट मींस इट विल बी द vr2. ओके, सो क्या होगा, हम लोग अगर वेलोसिटी चेंजेस कैलकुलेट करेंगे, सो इट विल बी द horizontal component of relative velocity at the inlet minus the horizontal component of the relative velocity at the outlet. Okay, so horizontal component of vr2 का vr1 का क्या होगा, it will be up to this portion. Okay, that means it will be vr1 cos theta 1 cos theta, vr1 cos theta. Similarly, what will be the horizontal component of vr2? It will be this, it will be this. So it is vr2 cos phi, vr2 cos phi. So it is vr1 cos theta 1 and vr2 cos phi. So what will be the changes in the velocity? So it will be vr1 cos theta minus vr2 cos phi. ठीक है, क्योंकि ये जो वेलोसिटी, इफ यू टेक दिस डायरेक्शन एज पॉजिटिव, this direction as positive, so that direction will be, this direction will be negative. Okay, so VR1 का direction है in this direction, so it will be positive plus, and VR2 का direction है in this direction, so it will be negative. It will be negative. So the net equation will come VR1 cos phi cos theta plus VR2 cos phi. That is the changes in the velocity along the x direction. Okay, or along the direction of motion. Okay, now what we will do, we will find out the values of VR1 cos theta as well as VR2 cos phi. What will be the value? What will be the value in terms of V1 and alpha and U? So if I erase all these things, it will be clear. Okay, now we have to find out what is VR1 cos theta. VR1 cos theta मतलब है this portion. So ये होगा this total portion minus this portion minus this portion. So it will become this VR1 cos theta. ये total है VW1 and ये छोटा वाला portion है U1. So VR1 cos theta is equal to VW1 minus U1. Okay. Now as the vein is smooth, that means U1 is equal to U2 is equal to U. So we can write, we can replace U1 by U. So it will be VW1 minus U. Okay. So ये हो गया VR1 cos theta. So now we will find out what will be minus VR2 cos phi. So minus VR2 cos phi मतलब ये total है VR2, ये total है VR2 cos phi. मतलब ये we have to add these two. This total is VR2 cos phi. ये total है VR2 cos phi. मतलब it will be the summation of U2 and VW2. Look at over there, it is the summation of U2 plus VW2, and the negative sign is already there because it is moving along this direction, in the opposite direction. Okay, now we will put these values, on the this equation. Now what is the mass of the water striking per second? ये है जितना velocity, मतलब जो velocity strike कर रहा है उसका multiply होगा rho into a से. Okay, so it will be rho a VR1, that is the mass of the water striking per second, multiplied by the initial velocity of the jet along the direction of the motion, that means this, minus of this, the final velocity of the jet along the directions of the motion. So if we do the calculation, so if we put the value and if we do the calculation, it will come like this: rho a VR1 multiplied by VW1 plus VW2. But you must remember the blade angle should be an acute angle. It should be an acute angle. That means B is less than 90 degree. Okay. So what happens if B is 90 degree? If the blade angle is 90 degree, then there will be no V2 term. Then there will be no V2 term because VW2 is equal to V2 cos beta. So if beta is 90 degree, so it will be 0. Okay. So there will be no V2 term if beta is equal to 90 degree. Okay. If beta is equal to 90 degree. Okay. Next, what happens if beta is the obtuse angle? मतलब beta is greater than 90 degree. So this VW2 becomes negative, right? And it will become this, the equation like this. Okay, so it will become rho a VR1 multiplied by VW1 minus VW2. Okay, now if we generalize this equation, matlab if we consider all these conditions, the general condition is like this: Fx is equal to rho a VR1 multiplied by VW1 plus minus VW2. Okay, so I've told you what when we use the plus sign, when we use the minus sign. Okay, now we have found out what is the force along the directions of the motion. That means the force impinged by the jet of the fluid. Okay, So ये निकालने के बाद हम आएंगे what will be the work done. So work done per second, per unit of fluid, per unit of the fluid striking per second, it will be, so per second is twice, so leave it the per second. So work done per second per unit of the fluid, it will be force into the blade velocity by the weight. Force into the blade velocity by weight. So what is the force? So force, we have already got it out. That is rho A VR1 multiplied by VW1 plus minus VW2. So we have written like this. We have written this. So this is the force. Then multiplied by the blade velocity, velocity of the blade. So it is the U. So velocity of the blade is U. Okay. So it will be multiplied by U. Then the weight. Weight matlab M into G. So M is rho A. Already we have got it out. Rho A VR1 multiplied by G. So it will be rho A VR1 multiplied by G. So these two will cut out. Rho A VR1 नीचे ऊपर जो हो कट जाएगा. So final equation will come. That is the W will come. That means the work done will come per unit weight. It will come like this. VW1 plus minus VW2 into U by G. Very much important equation, and you must remember the unit, and the unit is Newton meter per Newton. Newton meter is for the work done and Newton है weight. नीचे ये बंद करो जिसने किया, the red one. Okay, thank you. So ये हो गया the work done per second of the fluid striking. Okay. So ये हो गया एक सिंगल जेट के लिए, एक जेट जो टेंजेंशियली आ रहा था एंड जो स्ट्राइक कर रहा था. ओके, नाउ यू विल सी अ नंबर ऑफ बेंड्स. उधर में सिंगल बेंड्स के लिए कैलकुलेशन की, ये जो कैलकुलेशन था एक सिंगल बेंड्स के लिए कैलकुलेट किया. नाउ you will see what will happen. Hello, is it audible? Is it audible? हाँ, सुनाई तो दे रहा है सबको? Okay, so next we will move on to the jet of the fluid striking a series of radial veins. अब हम कैलकुलेट करेंगे थोड़ा सा complicated and the last portion of this calculation. Okay, from the next day we will move on to the turbines, to the hydraulic turbines. और वो सब कैलकुलेशन करने, वो समझने के लिए these calculations are very much important. Okay, so this is the last one of this chapter of this module, that is the jet of the fluid striking a series of radial bends. ये अच्छे से समझना, ठीक है, क्योंकि यहाँ पर बहुत सारी चीज है जिसको ध्यान में रखना है. That's why I have told you last day you should do the velocity triangles by your hand. अगर velocity triangle आपने हाथ से नहीं करोगे, सिर्फ देखने से समझ में नहीं आएगा, ये आपने हाथ से भी करना पड़ेगा. Okay, so you have to draw all the velocity triangles. Okay, so let us come to this last topic. Okay, so this you can see it is a series of radial curved veins mounted on the wheel. So ये है एक wheel, ये total है एक wheel, ठीक है, और इस wheel के ऊपर ये सब veins are mounted and so many veins are there. So इधर भी veins है, so veins are there. So on that wheel the veins are mounted, ठीक है, and इस wheel का जो center है वो center है over here, ठीक है, वो center है over here, and the inner dia, मतलब जहां से टिप खत्म हो रहा है, ये जो टिप शुरू है इसको कहते हैं इनर डाया. ये है R2 एंड इधर तक ये टिप खत्म होगा, इसको कहते हैं R1 द आउटर डाया. So it is given R1 and R2. Okay, now the velocity, that means there is a jet. Okay, so there is a jet which is striking. There is a jet which is striking the blade like this. Okay, which is striking the blade like this. Okay, so the jet is striking the blade like this with the initial velocity of v1. Okay, with the initial velocity of v1. Okay, so now बाकी जो चीज है, बाकी जो वेलोसिटीज है, जो ट्रायंगल में से है, वो लास्ट लास्ट जो डायग्राम, जो लास्ट जो कैलकुलस हम सीखे उससे सेम है। ये लोग इरेज करो, ये लो इरेज करो जल्दी, डोंट डू दैट, ये लो वाला मार्क इरेज करो। ओके सो जो लास्ट वाला जो वेलोसिटी ट्रायंगल किया था, उधर जो वेलोसिटीज था इधर सेम वेलोसिटीज है, सब कुछ सेम है, सिर्फ दो चीज एक्स्ट्रा है, वो है द इनर डाया एंड द आउटर डाया। हाँ, एंड वन मोर थिंग, हियर वी कैन नॉट कंसीडर द ब्लेड एंगल्स आर द ब्लेड वेलोसिटीज आर सेम। ओके, बिकॉज लास्ट कैलकुलेशन में हम लोग ब्लेड वेलोसिटीज को सेम किया था एट द इनलेट एंड आउटलेट, बट हियर वी कैन नॉट कंसीडर दैट। ओके, now we will move on to the calculation of this section. Okay, so velocity angles are remains the same, only two cheese extra hai, that is the inner dia and the outer dia, and we will same find out what will be the work done per unit weight of the fluid per second. Okay, so let us come on to the calculation. Okay, so the diagram is very small, I have shown it over here. So already I have told what is R1, that is the radius of the wheel at the outlet. It will be the at the inlet of the vane, that means over here at the inlet of the vane, that is known as the inlet, okay, or the outer dia, and R2 is the radius of the wheel at the outlet of the vane, that means this one, मतलब जो जिधर से फ्लूइड आ रहा है उसको इनलेट वेन कहते हैं, और फ्लूइड जहां से बाहर जा रहा है उसको आउटलेट वेन कहते हैं। ठीक है, सो R1 R2 हो गया। नेक्स्ट कम टू द एंगुलर वेलोसिटी, मतलब ये जो व्हील है ये कौन सा एंगुलर वेलोसिटी पे घूम रहा है, दैट इज नोन एज ओमेगा। So we can constitute one equation, that is u1 is equal to omega r1. And one more thing, you have to consider this omega is constant for a particular hydraulic turbine. This omega is for a certain load, this omega is constant. Okay, so what will be the u1, that is the inlet velocity of the blade, that is the omega into r1, that means the over here the inlet velocity of the blade, it is omega r1, and the outlet velocity, that is it will be omega r2. So as per the equation and as per the formula. Okay, now we will see what is the mass of the water striking per second for a series of veins. So last वाला जो कैलकुलेशन किया था वो सिंगल वेन था, ठीक है, मतलब उधर जो रिलेटिव वेलोसिटी में जो आके स्ट्राइक कर रहा था वही हम कैलकुलेट कर रहे थे, लेकिन ये है सीरीज ऑफ वेन्स, मतलब कोई भी वाटर रिलेटिव वेलोसिटी पे नहीं करेगा, ये स्ट्राइक करेगा जो इनपुट वेलोसिटी है, मतलब जो इनलेट वेलोसिटी है वही से ही स्ट्राइक करेगा। ठीक है, so this is because the jet is also moving, and it is after striking the first blade it will strike the next blade. So the resultant of this will come that the water that is coming out of the nozzle, it will only strike the blades. जो वाटर नोजल से बाहर आ रहा है वही स्ट्राइक करेगा ब्लेड को। ठीक है, तो कितना मास स्ट्राइक कर रहा है, तो जितना मास हमारा नोजल से बाहर के निकाल के आ रहा है वही मास स्ट्राइक कर रहा है ब्लेड को, and that mass we can consider as rho a v1, but v1 is the velocity at the jet at the inlet, a is the area of the nozzle, and rho is the density of the nozzle, density of the water or the fluid whatever we are using. Okay, now next we'll find out the momentum. Why we are finding out the momentum? Okay, the moment, rather we will find out the moment. Why we will find out the moment? We are finding out the moment because we will find out the torque, and torque we know that is the rate of change of angular momentum, the rate of change of angular momentum. ठीक है, ये है टॉर्क का फॉर्मूला। सो पहले हम मोमेंटम निकलेंगे, फिर उसके बाद एंगुलर मोमेंटम निकलेंगे, एंड देन वी विल फाइंड आउट द रेट ऑफ चेंज ऑफ एंगुलर मोमेंटम, दैट इज नोन एज द टॉर्क। Okay, so what is the momentum of the water striking the vanes in the transient directions per second in the inlet? So it will be the mass striking, the mass of the fluid striking multiplied by the direction, the horizontal component of the inlet velocity of the jet. So it will be the VW1. It is considered as VW1. So it will be VW1. So it will be the final equation will come mass, that is the rho a v1 multiplied by VW1, क्योंकि हम लोगों को पता है मोमेंटम के जो इक्वेशंस है वो है v mb by t। ओके, So अगर ये consider कर लिया, so it will come the mass flow rate and this is the velocity. So it will be the mass flow rate which is termed as rho a v1 and the velocity along the directions of the motion, that is the v-w1 or along the x direction. Okay. So similarly, we will use the same concept in the outlet conditions. That means it will be multiplied by the mass of the fluid leaving the blade multiplied by the velocity of the fluid or the jet leaving the veins. Okay, leaving the blades. That means it will be in this direction. So if we consider the velocity angle at the outlet, so it will be vw2, the velocity which is coming out of the velocity which is coming out of the outlet of the vanes along the directions of the motions, it will be minus v2 minus. Already मैं 3 बार बोल चुका हूँ why we are taking the minus. Okay, so again I am not explaining why we are taking the minus. So the net equation will come, it will come rho a v1 multiplied by vw2. So it will be minus rho a v1 vw2. Okay, so ये हो गया momentum. Now what will be the angular momentum? Angular momentum मतलब momentum multiplied by the radius, that is mvr. Angular momentum मतलब है mvr. Okay, so mv already we have got it out, what is mv, and now we will find out what will be the angular momentum. So angular momentum at the inlet, it will be the velocity at the inlet, the momentum at the inlet multiplied by the radius at the inlet. So radius at the inlet is r1. So radius at the inlet is r1. So the equation will come rho a v1 into vw1 multiplied by r1. Okay. So similarly, what will be the angular momentum at the outlet? Angular momentum at the outlet, it will be the momentum at the outlet multiplied by the radius at the outlet. So radius at the outlet is r2. So it will be the momentum at the outlet is rho a v1 vw2 हमने minus है, so it will be minus rho a v1 vw2 multiplied by r2. So ये दो हो गया angular momentum at the inlet as well as at the outlet. Okay, so now we will move on to the torque, because I told you earlier that हम लोगों का main aim है torque को निकालना है. What will be the torque? Torque मतलब the rate of change of angular momentum. That means the inlet angular momentum per second minus the outlet angular momentum per second. So inlet angular momentum per second already we have. Okay, so time is short. Okay. So now the angular momentum at the inlet is this and the angular momentum at the outlet is this. So it will be the subtraction of between this. मतलब इस दोनों को हमको subtract करना है, minus करना है. So अगर minus करेंगे, so it will come like this. Okay, so it will be torque will be rho a v1 multiplied by v omega 1 into r1 plus vw2 into r not omega r w. Okay, so it is the torque equation. Now we will find out the work done per second on the wheel. We know work done per second on the wheel, it is termed as E is equal to T into omega or torque into omega. Omega is the angular velocity. So torque equation already we have got over here, and omega we know that is the angular velocity. So if we multiply these two, it will come like this. Now we will insert omega inside this equation like this. So it is, that's the manipulation we are doing. Okay, now what is omega into r1? Now what is omega into r1? So it will be over here, omega into r1 is equal to u and omega into r2 is equal to u2. Okay, so this u will be rho a v1 multiplied by vw1 u1, because omega into r1 is equal to u1, and it will be vw2 multiplied by u2 because u2 is multiplication of omega into r2. So this will be the equation, and of course you have to mention the condition. The condition है when beta is equal to less than 90, मतलब beta जब acute angle है तब ये equation सही है, that is rho a v1 multiplied by vw1 into u1 plus vw2 into u2. Okay, when beta is equal to 90 degree, so it will be, there will be no v2 term because it will be 0. When beta is equal to 90 degree, there will be no v2 term, it will be 0, so it will only come rho a v1 multiplied by vw1 into u1. Next, when beta is equal to greater than 90 or obtuse angle, so it will be rho a v1 multiplied by vw1 u1 minus vw2 u2. Okay, so e will come rho a v1 multiplied by, so the generalized equation vw1 u1 plus minus vw2 u2. So very much important equation is this. So the work done per second is this. It is very much important. Now what we do actually in fluid mechanics, whatever we will do the calculation, it is always in terms of the head. Always हम head के basis पे कैलकुलेट करते हैं. मतलब अगर तुम ये ऑयलर सीक्वेंस में भी चला जाओ और बार्नोल्ड इक्वेशन में भी चला जाओ, सो बार्नोल्ड इक्वेशन और बार्नोल्ड इक्वेशन अगर तुम देखोगे, मतलब बार्नोल्ड इक्वेशन का जो मेन कांसेप्ट है उधर है द एनर्जी रिमेन्स कांस्टेंट, द नेट अमाउंट ऑफ एनर्जी रिमेन्स कांस्टेंट, एंड वी नो दैट फ्रॉम द बार्नोल्ड इक्वेशन इज द प्रेशर हेड प्लस द वेलोसिटी हेड प्लस द डेटम हेड इज कांस्टेंट. मतलब हम जब भी फ्लूइड का कोई भी कैलकुलेशन करते हैं, सो मेरा टारगेट रहता है कि हम लोग ये हेड निकल के लेके आए, कितना हेड है, ठीक है. तो सिमिलरली वी विल डू द सेम थिंग ओवर हियर. सो व्हाट इज द head? So if we do the calculation of the head, so head is nothing but the energy by the weight per unit second. Head is energy per weight per unit second. So it will be E by m dot into G. Okay, now m dot we have already got it out. M dot means the mass flow rate. M dot means the mass flow rate. So it will be rho a v1. Okay, so E का इक्वेशन हम लोग इधर से मिल जाएगा. सो इट इज रो ए v1 मल्टीप्लाइड बाय vw1 into u1 प्लस माइनस vw2 into u2 बाय रो ए v1 into g. सो ये रो ए v1 एंड रो ए v1 कट जाएगा. सो फाइनल इक्वेशन आ जाएगा लाइक दिस, h is equal to 1 by g multiplied by vw1 u1 plus minus vw2 u2. Okay, this is known as the Euler equation for rotodynamic machine. This is known as Euler equation for rotodynamic machines. Very much important for your examination as well as for your competitive examination. So दोनों के लिए ये important है because this one is known as the Euler equation for rotodynamic machines. And ये जो H है ना, ये H को हम बोलते हैं Euler's head. So H को हम बोलते हैं Euler's head. Okay, so these things has been completed. So I have done all the calculation. Okay, so as time is limited, मेरा ये था कि आज ये प्रॉब्लम हम सॉल्व करेंगे, लेकिन ठीक है कोई बात नहीं, नेक्स्ट दिन हम सॉल्व करेंगे ये प्रॉब्लम. देन वी मूव टू द हाइड्रोलिक टर्बाइंस. ओके, सो घर में अगर ये एक बार प्रैक्टिस कर लेना, so that we can go to the next session or we can solve the problem quite easily. Okay, now I am unmuting everyone. So if you have any question, then you can ask me. Okay. Any question you can ask me. Okay. जिसका क्वेश्चन है वो खुद को अनम्यूट करो and then tell me.
हाँ सर, one question है यार.
हाँ बोलो.
স্যার এই লাস্টে যে ফাইনাল ইকুয়েশনটা আপনি দিলেন ওখানে প্লাস মাইনাস কেন হয়ে গেল?
প্লাস মাইনাস ওটা জেনারেলাইজড ইকুয়েশন. আমি যদি ওটা দেখি না, দিস ওয়ান ইজ দ্য জেনারেলাইজড ইকুয়েশন. সো লাস্ট আমি আসছি একদম, সেটা হচ্ছে এই ইকুয়েশনটা. তো এখানে প্লাস মাইনাস কেন দিয়েছি তো? হ্যাঁ, সো এখানে প্লাস মাইনাসটা দিয়েছি বিকজ দেখ প্রথম যখন বিটা
ওই অ্যাঙ্গেলটার জন্য না 90 ডিগ্রি থেকে কম আছে.
হ্যাঁ, বিটা যখন 90 ডিগ্রির চেয়ে কম তখন প্লাস, আর বিটা যখন 90 ডিগ্রির চেয়ে বেশি তখন মাইনাস. ঠিক আছে, এবার আমি তো জানি না যে আমার প্রবলেমে কিরকম অ্যাঙ্গেল দিচ্ছে বা আমার যে কন্ডিশন আছে কিরকম দিচ্ছে এখন. সো সেই জন্য একটা জেনারেলাইজ ইকুয়েশন আমরা ফর্ম করি, ওই জন্য আমরা একসাথে লিখেছি প্লাস মাইনাস. সো প্লাসটা বুঝে নিতে হবে বিটা ইজ লেস দ্যান 90 ডিগ্রি, মাইনাসটা বুঝে নিতে হবে বিটা ইজ গ্রেটার দ্যান 90 ডিগ্রি. ওকে, এনিওয়ান?
এই যে কনসেপ্টটা আছে এটা কি স্যার ইউলার্স এর উপরে আছে? এটা বার্নৌলির উপরে অ্যাপ্লিকেবল না?
না, বার্নৌলিস আলাদা, অয়েলার্স ইকুয়েশন আলাদা। এটা আমি বললাম যে বার্নৌলিস আমরা যখন ইকুয়েশন করি না তখন আমরা সমস্ত হেড গুলোকে অ্যাড করি, প্রেসার হেড, ভেলোসিটি হেড, হ্যাঁ ভেলোসিটি হেড, প্রেসার হেড এন্ড ডেটাম হেড, তিনটে হেডকে আমরা কনস্ট্যান্ট করি যোগ করে, ঠিক আছে। তো এখানেও আমরা সেরকমই একটা কনসেপ্ট লাগাবো যে আমরা হেড বার করব, ঠিক আছে। আর এই হেডটাকে বলা হচ্ছে অয়েলার্স হেড,
ওকে
ঠিক আছে। আচ্ছা, আর কোনো কোয়েশ্চেন? আর কোনো কোয়েশ্চেন?
না স্যার।
ওকে ওকে, সো থ্যাংক ইউ। হ্যাঁ বল।
থ্যাংক ইউ স্যার, থ্যাংক ইউ।
ওকে, থ্যাংক ইউ।
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
কোশ্চেন ছিল স্যার।